Welcome back to another 3 Bourbon Years. This week we have arguably the hardest, dare I say, bottle that we've ever discovered.
The hardest hit this thing.
Maybe not like Van Winkle.
But say rarity-wise though, I
yeah.
don't know if you could probably find an old rip just as easy.
I've never seen one on the shelf.
You think
I've
there's
never
similar
seen
rarity? I think so.
I've never seen one on the shelf.
These might be more rare. We gotta look at numbers, but Michter's 10-year rye. I'm slowing it backwards like an idiot.
Yes.
Where do we even start?
Amen.
All
Needs
right.
to be slowly undressed.
You hold
tried
it down,
this.
I'll pull it out.
Oh, okay. That was.
Oh!
All right. This is gonna be flagged for kids.
So I was able to try this on the Bourbon Trail.
Yes.
Was that last April?
It was a while ago, right?
Last April?
Yeah.
Eons and eons ago.
You got to try it at a cigar lounge.
Which my taste buds were kind of dull because I was smoking a huge cigar while trying to drink.
Have
And
you
this
tried
guy-
it since then?
No.
This guy hasn't tried it yet.
I haven't
He
tried it
hasn't
yet.
had it.
I'm still a virgin.
That ends tonight.
Yeah. I've had it twice. I
So
don't want to get into it yet.
No.
These boys have hyped this bottle up so much to me. It's a 90 proof rye. Okay, so let's get
It's
into it a
10
little bit. All right.
Yeah.
It's a 10 years Michter's product. Our release in particular is a 2022 release.
Yes.
It's obviously 10 years old. It's a 46.4% alcohol, 92.8 proof.
Which is not the Bourbon Years proof point.
It's
No,
not. No,
but-
not typically. We're at least
I've
over
been told
100.
time and time again that it doesn't matter on this bottle from both you and from everybody on the internet. So
I hope we're not talking it up too much.
The flavors are supposed to compensate for the lack of proof.
So you guys want me to open it?
Yes.
I mean, you did a lot of work to get this bottle. So we should talk about how we got it actually quick. So before we get into it, we ended up finding someone on a local forum in Wisconsin and reached out to him. What?
I don't know. I just thought of Mitch like on forums. Like,
So they actually
bottle.
they wanted to. Can we tell what we paid for it? Let's just say
Yeah,
we paid
go ahead.
100. So we paid $180 and traded an Eagle Rare for it. Let's
Right.
just say that.
So about 220 value.
So about
total.
220 value total, which we thought was fair. We'd never tried one. We wanted one for the channel. I think that's totally fair, honestly. We don't know, what does this bottle retail for? 175?
I think it's right
so
around. It's
Garrett,
under 200. I know
Garrett
that.
scored one at the distillery. Do you remember what I said?
What?
At the distillery, they make you buy this and the regular rye in a set.
Oh yeah, I remember. It's
box.
like a box that comes.
But
with
how
it.
much? How much was it? Didn't he spend like? Didn't he spend like $250 or something?
I was gonna say it was like 250.
It was like-
so 2023, its MSRP is $200.
Right.
200.
I think
Okay.
they made
So-
Garrett pay
we
$250
paid-
for the set.
Okay.
So
we almost paid probably retail for it when
Right.
you break it all
We
down.
got essentially retail. I do need to give a shout out to my buddy Eric Birch who
Absolutely.
helped us out. There was some timing issues with the guy that we were trading with, so he was able to go pick it up on Friday, and then I drove out there Saturday. So much thanks to you, buddy. 4th Bourbon Year potential. Keep it up.
Bourbon Year Hall of Fame.
So you want me to pop her?
Yes, do it.
All right, here we go.
Wax top. Quiet for the cork pop.
Well,
It's gonna be a minute. Mitch, while I'm doing this.
Yes, while he pops
It's on
it,
there.
please like, comment, subscribe. Love to hear from you guys down below. Have you tried Michter's 10-year? What do you think about it? Overhyped, overpriced? I'm a Michter's fanboy, so I don't think so. But you know what? We're about to find out. Stick around for Try Buy Tonight at the end of this, where we decide whether or not this is worth the money. 220, 200 MSRP is pretty high. So. It was the most uneventful cork pop
I
I've
was
ever
trying
heard.
to take the wax off the top, and the whole thing
Like bends it out. There's no cork pop at all.
Just
Okay.
wait, which one's mine? Is this mine?
Dude, I feel like do not spill a drop of this. Oh!
More. Yeah, this is a big moment for
I'm not gonna lie. Do you need some more?
yes.
Thank
you, sire.
I'm not gonna lie. It looks a little thick coming out of there.
Maple syrup.
It's like
Looks
syrup,
like maple syrup
status.
I mean, unique bottle, and it's own.
No,
right,
I like the
right?
wax. They got
Nobody
you
else
know,
has this
Awesome bottle.
They got the tassel.
audacious curves, if I must say.
Jay Henry, might I say, has a very similar style bottle.
Yeah.
A little more square,
A little more square, but
broad-shouldered,
No,
wax top, tag.
yeah.
very
So-
recognizable bottle on people's shelves too.
Coolest thing about Michter's, we're not going down a rabbit hole here, but Michter's is located downtown Louisville. Old ass brick building, very cool. And actually, to get to the bar, which is above the distillery, there's a balcony looking over the distilling operation.
Cool.
You have to go to a guy with like a checklist, and he's like, name. You're like, I don't have one.
Password?
Okay, 20 minutes, we can get you up there. And they take you on an elevator up to the bar above the gift shop.
Oh, that's awesome.
And you sit and
That's
drink.
cool.
And the bartenders are like,
I feel special.
yes, they make you feel special. They have a 3D printing like coffee foam thing that can print
in
your
your
name
coffee?
on like I don't know. Anyways, it's awesome.
They're
Sounds
like
cool.
advanced technology over there at Michters.
Go to Michters in Louisville if you can. Anyways,
All right.
Time to nose this
Prepare
puppy.
ourselves for the nose.
Ooh, that is like
It's lovely.
vanilla spice.
rich,
Oh
velvety.
man, that is
Very
lovely.
vanilla.
That is
Very
lovely sweet rye.
Oh wow.
That is,
All right.
That is This is the nose.
So far,
Yeah,
the nose
all right,
is living up to the hype.
Yeah, it's so
It's so unique
It's
too.
got a bubblegum fruitiness.
It's such a nice, like, because you normally smell rye and it's so grassy and herbaceous. And this, like you said, is so vanilla forward with that hint of that on the back end.
This is the smell I imagine when Leonidas led the 300 out in the fields of
You think this is what they smell
Sparta.
like?
This is what the men
I
smelled
think
like, or the
they probably
fields?
smell like sour milk. Like they
The grassy fields of Sparta.
Okay.
Grassy fields
Sorry,
of
I thought you were
Sparta.
talking about the actual Spartans.
No,
themselves.
no, not the
Not the nut sweat of the Spartans.
No, not the soldiers.
This is Leonidas nut sweat.
I mean, basically. Look at the oil on that. Holy cow, those are some big old legs.
Dude, I could live in here.
It's
Wow.
so sweet.
Right?
Anybody order maple syrup?
Yeah.
It is sugar.
It is. It's like literal confectionery sugar.
Yeah.
bar.
It is.
Nectar from the divine.
Okay, so
I
like
could live in this glass.
a lot of oak.
seriously, like
There's not a lot of oak there for me.
No.
I would expect there to be more.
From a 10-year, you
From
would
10-year,
think.
yeah. But
Does anything else have this smell? Like, does any other brand have that smell?
No, I mean, it's such a sweet.
it's damp
Forward
but
rock.
delicate at the same time.
It's like if somebody took a silk hanky and was like on your nose. You know, like that's what I.
It's
I
just
like it.
massaging and like.
I like it.
Oh man.
Should
All
we-
right,
should we do
let's
it?
do it, boys.
I'm like nervous right now.
You can only know
I've
us for
had this
so
and I'm-
long.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, hello. On the back end.
Thick.
Thick, oaky, long.
And it's very thick.
It's,
It's literally
it's like
so thick.
it's like drinking milk.
half and half.
This is a little half and half.
This is like literal
I have
heavy
a smile on
cream.
my face right now, dude.
I know, I can't help it.
It's a 90. What is it? 92.
93-ish, yeah.
What 93 is like drinking maple syrup. That's
Man, there's a lot of flavor up front there. I will say it smells sweeter on the nose than on the palate.
Yeah.
On the palate, you're getting more of the classic rye.
there's so much smokiness there.
On the
though.
back end, though, you
Very
get
oaky.
92 proof.
you
like,
get smoky sweetness on the back end. Right up front, it's all rye.
I
Spice.
feel like this is like 15-year oak on a 10-year.
Yeah. I mean, there's some. So now coming back to the nose, there's a little bit of oak on
Yeah.
it for me. Just like a hint of oak.
Oh, yeah, you can smell it a bit now.
The beauty of this
After-
bottle is it like doesn't have to burn your face off because of the flavor profile.
So we kind of talked about that in one of our
Right.
last videos where
Right.
we were. I can't remember what it was. We were talking about age, or sorry, proof, and was Elijah Craig 18.
Oh yeah, how
We were
like
all kind of appreciating the delicacy of
higher
that
age.
higher age but lower
With a low proof.
right? And so I think this is kind of hitting that for
Yeah.
me. But there's more
Right.
flavor in this than that. Way more.
Well, yeah, because with Elijah Craig, it was like, I don't know if it's just because, remember we talked about how we think the sweet spot is like 8 to 12 years. So since it says 10, you're still getting a lot of that sweet note, where when you approach those later teens, that's when you're approaching more of an oak flavor with more watered down,
All right.
evaporated.
Guys, scenario. I have a scenario. You
Take me there.
You know,
Oh,
we-
put
we
me-
have-
put
we
me
have
in
the
the-
scenario.
put me in the shoes.
Put me in the Jaguar.
All right,
The Jaguar.
we're on a tugboat.
Okay.
We're in the
We're going to
Atlantic.
Skull Island with Jack Black.
We're in the Atlantic, and we realize we should probably have a bigger tugboat because the thing we're after is probably going to sink the tugboat we're on.
The White Whale.
But we're
Mobius Dick.
we're enjoying our evening meal in the lower quarters in dim lit, and one of you guys starts going, "Show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I wanna go to bed. I had a couple drink about an hour ago." Okay, so
Okay, yeah.
the old oaky, salty ocean boat, right?
This makes
All right,
me feel
all
like
right,
a
I'm
salty
good.
sea dog.
Did it take you there? Did it take you
did.
there?
Took me to the
100%.
salty sea dog area, definitely. I'm on
I
a
don't-
pirate ship of
Like
some
this
kind
is
or
what
a
you
boat.
pull out.
Yeah,
In your life.
it tastes
There you
and
go, Lars.
smells.
He's got like an eye patch on and a missing tooth.
It smells old and tastes old, right? Like for 10 years.
It does, yeah.
You picture some guy like
Also, 10 years is probably like the youngest in here, right? Like it has to be the youngest. So, like maybe there's actually some.
Right.
There could be
older
some
stuff.
more in there.
I picture some guy being like, we're gonna die tomorrow. I'm just gonna pull this thing out so we can enjoy it.
Oh, that's good.
So
I'm already out.
it's it's
I
very
know,
easy to drink.
that's- yeah.
Talk about a crushable
Right.
whiskey.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is the definition of crushable. I think so. We haven't really touched on like too much flavor. I think up front it's a little bit sweet. Mid palate, it kind of it turns into like an oaky presence to me.
Yep.
Right.
Which is really nice on a rye actually.
Yeah.
There's not like a huge rye influence on this to me. Like it's there for sure. Like I get the rye.
It's on the back end, which
but
is
it's-
refreshing.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's
Yeah.
just it's
get-
so thick and viscous.
I get like a
but-
basily minty like.
yeah. There's a
Yeah.
bit of
Something
mint to
there,
it.
like,
There's
There's-
so much complexity on the back end
Yes.
that, like, as you dig and you try to think about it, it's like, oh yeah, I'm getting this and this and the spices and, like, we came off that A124 Larceny,
Yep.
which was so spicy and spiky
Yeah.
up front.
Yep.
And this is like the polar opposite. It's so like decadent and delicate and
You guys-
like so much flavor on the back end.
Realistically, we could drink between like four of
Oh.
us this bottle in a night,
Oh
probably.
yeah, easily.
Like it's that
Easily.
good.
It's
we
very
might
good.
at Owen we might drink through this thing.
We might polish this puppy off. We're
Yeah,
gonna need to
I
get
wouldn't
more.
be
of them.
upset with it.
No,
I mean like
it's
it's a $220 punch to happiness. You
yeah.
know?
But what's crazy is if this is that good and that sweet, imagine what like the 10-year bourbon is. That's got to be like literally liquid candy.
Right.
So
Right.
like,
I love how this doesn't
I'm curious
have
about that one.
an overtly grassy rye.
no.
This is more to me like herbaceous
Yeah.
with like a sweet, like I picture like a candied basil leaf that's like covered, like charred in sugar, and you're like,
You just
and it's got the basil
you
like
take a chunk out of it.
grassy,
get down
like
with that.
you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
herbaceousness, but there's like a
Yeah.
sweet
No.
component, and then you like lick a, and then you lick a,
I think-
soaked oak log.
That's
Like,
the
that's
soaked
the-
oak log. We
Right.
always talk about that.
No, I think you're onto something with the basil leaf. It's like it's got this very like aromatic thing to
Right,
it when,
yeah.
when it's in your mouth, right? And you can like you can almost feel it through all your senses
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
you eat a basil leaf, just like kind of raw. No, I mean we can get into it.
Yeah, let's do it. Try by tonight.
Try right and I. All right.
I'm going first.
Ooh.
We could probably all go together. Like, go ahead and go first.
All right. Well, I'll make it pretty quick. I'm a Michters fanboy. I've become pretty happy with this brand. They're doing some good things. They have some, experimental things they do each year. They have these bottles, which they make sure are quality products when they ship them. They're full of flavor. Yeah, they're watered down. They're a small distillery, They still offer like their barrel proof rye. They still have barrel proof offerings, so that's always good to see. I'm a buy all day on this. I think right around $200. Yeah, it's expensive. And you can make the argument of, well, Eagle Rare is $36. This is on a whole different level than Eagle Rare. Eagle Rare is legendary at its price point for where it is. This is a total different league. I really like what they're doing, and
And you mentioned
This is one of my
Eagle Rare
favorite
because of
ryes.
the price point, or
Well, yeah.
the proof point.
the
right?
proof
Like,
point, the 10 years,
Yeah.
and you know what I mean. It's all there. It's
very
but
comparable.
this is like leagues. I mean, this is a special bottle. Eagle Rare is good. This is special.
Right.
So buy.
Well
for
said.
me.
Well said. Yeah, no, it's a buy for me. I think even at $220, I think I would buy
Yeah.
it. Like if I found one on the shelf for $225, I would go for it. I would
Yeah.
say, yeah, I'm gonna do it.
No question.
I think it's beautifally delicate.
Right.
I think it does it really well. I
Everything is just so
think, yeah,
good about it.
Like
Right.
to me, this is man, like I would have troubles not drinking this every single night.
Right. I'm glad
That's
it's.
Yes.
that's this.
You're gonna have
kind
to
of-
hide this thing if
so
it's sitting in your
that's
house.
this kind of bottle where it's like like even if I don't want to have a drink,
You're
I
gonna
might
be
just like
reaching
look
for
at
it.
it before like I sit down with a book or something and be like,
Right.
Nah.
I'll just have a
Yeah,
I'll just have a
can-
nip.
Just a tiny,
A
just a
nip's
tiny
not gonna
little
hurt me,
pour.
and I'll just nip it all the way down
Yeah,
the
right,
bottom
yeah.
in a week and be like,
In a
"Oh,
week,
God,
yeah.
I just polished
Yeah.
a whole bottle of that." But no, I think it's totally worth it. It does delicacy really well. It's got a fair amount of oak for the proof. I think it, like Mitch said it really well actually. Is Eagle Rare is good, but this is special, right? And
Nice,
I
yeah.
believe that it's actually special. It's like if Buffalo Trace did a rye that was 10 years old at 90 proof. I
Like
feel
a
this
rye
is-
Eagle Rare,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That was
So I'd be really curious to maybe try like the bourbon against the Eagle Rare 10 year. I know we're talking about different
Right.
whiskeys now, but just get curious, right?
Yeah.
Like with the price difference and stuff, like the true blind battle, I think that would be valuable would be the Michter's 10 year rye blinded with
Yeah.
the Eagle Rare 10 year rye and
Yeah.
see what happens. I think the viscosity in this is out of control. It's literally like drinking a
Yes.
glass of milk, and it's hard to get that on such a low proof
Right,
whiskey.
because there's water in it.
very
right,
interesting.
they actually added some water, and it's still that viscous, which is pretty
imagine,
crazy.
imagine that at Barrel Strength.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
I want another pour of it right now.
I know.
I've been staring at it, and I'm
Okay, well,
empty.
I'll make it quick then. So, very rarely do you come across a bottle that knocks it out of the park with presentation,
right.
nose, flavor profile. Price point's high, but
Lingerie.
it's not
Lingerie.
The price point's high, but it's not out of the question,
No.
right? When you compare this to what else is on the market, obviously I'm a buy all day. Again, I've had it twice. You had it once. We talked it up heavily, and I know you're like, well, we'll see. I'll try it, and I'll let you know. And like the proof's here, right?
Yeah, we may have amped it up
It's-
even a little too much, even for
I know.
this.
I think, yeah.
But imagine
Right.
this on our fishing trip up north, cigar in
Right.
hand, with a pour of this,
Oh.
overlooking the water.
Oh, dude, that's
I
beautiful.
can't
Put me there
picture a
now.
better
Put me
scenario
there.
in my life.
Put me there right now.
just got a little teary.
I know. So, my buddy texted me the other day, Matt, and he's like, "I found one for $250." I'm like,
Buy it.
"Buy it,
100%.
You're not going to see another one.
No.
Yes, it's probably $25 to $50 more than what you should be, but buy it. You're not gonna. You're not
You're
gonna.
not
an
gonna see it again.
experience.
Yes,
No.
it's so awesome.
Well, and I think it's pretty general knowledge or consensus among the whiskey community that Michter's is pumping out some of the best ryes on the market.
Yeah.
Like their barrel proof rye is a lot of people's, like, they say it's their favorite.
gotta get
So the
tested.
fact that this is like a 10 year of that, right?
By the way,
just
this goes
win-win.
into. I got like 5 bottles on my shelf that I'd be happy with forever if I only had to drink
Yeah,
those
yeah.
5.
Oh yeah,
This is
yeah.
one of them.
This is in the
This
rotation.
is in there.
Yeah, 100%.
That's on the shelf for sure for me.
Yep.
I agree.
That'd
Well-
be a good video.
Have you guys tried Michter's 10-year rye? I'm curious about the bourbon. If this is as sweet as is, you know, what is that bourbon like? I mean, I got to get my hands on one. If you've got some extra ones at home, let us know in the comments. Love to make a trade or buy
here.
one.
We'll pay
but yeah,
just above retail for them.
but yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. There's gonna be a video popping right here. It's gonna be awesome. Check it out, and we'll see you in the next video.
All for one and one for all.
Cheers.